We've all failed at things. I'm going to continue to fail at stuff, right? It's the most powerful tool you can use, but it all depends on how you use it.
What would your future be like if you decided to want that which you desire so strongly that it prepares you past your fears, that you experience the fear, as the one book says, feel the fear and do it anyway?
Life is 10% what happens to you, is 90% what you do about it. No matter who you are, no matter where you are in life, you can take the lid off of your job. And if you're wondering if you still have the lid on in your life, here are some clues that's gonna let you know that the lid is still on. If you're not excited about waking up in the morning, if you're sitting around bored out of your mind, if you got time to do everything anybody asks you to do, you probably got the lid on. If when you tell your dreams to all your friends, it makes sense to them, you got your lid on, man. Your dreams should not make sense to everybody. You got to say something that make people go, how you gonna do that? That's when you got the lid off. And if I were you, I'd do that. I'd take the lid off. Makes sense to me, don't it?
They're always going to get ready to get set to get going. What we've got to do is, boom, just like that, move into action.
Every time you remember your dream, you're removing some dirt. You're digging it back out. The true mark of a champion is even though some dirt gets thrown on your dream, instead of letting it get buried, you keep shaking it off. You keep moving forward. You keep looking for new opportunities. You wouldn't be having that opposition if you didn't have something great in you. If your dream wasn't alive and on track, right on schedule to come to pass, you wouldn't have so many things coming against you. That dream is still alive. You may have tried a year ago, 5 years ago, or 40 years ago. Didn't work out. Nobody was there to help you. Go back and try again. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you. Can I tell you, your dream is not dead. It's just not in season. Your time is coming. Promotion is coming. Good breaks are coming. Promises you've been standing on. Dreams you've been praying about. Lack is not your destiny. Constantly struggling, barely getting by is not the end of your story. These light afflictions are for a moment. The adversity is temporary. The glory is eternal. Lord, I believe this is my year to get healthy and whole. This is my year to meet the people of my dreams. This is my year to go further in my career, to step into a new level of my destiny. This is my year to accomplish dreams, to break free from this depression. This is my year to meet the right people. This is my year to get healthy and whole. This is your year to see double. This is your year for vindication, for restoration, for new beginnings. Now get your mind going in the right direction.
Here's the secret. The people that do the most with their lives, the people that seem the most self-assured, the ones that seem to embody confidence, the ones that seem to define confidence, they're the ones that had to face down the most fear. They simply didn't linger in it.
Don't hate your competitors. Respect your competitors. Learn from him.
I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. She said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be a hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing.
That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes. Either slowly building things up or gradually tearing them down. And that's why I say you've got to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second.
Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
I believe in manifestation. I believe in putting a rocket of desire out into the universe, and you get it when you believe it. You get it when you believe you have it, and that's the key.
So we want to get really sensitized, acutely sensitized, sensory acuity, to whether what we're doing is working or not. And by the way, sensory acuity is really the measure of a person's intelligence. What I mean by that is, how do we measure intelligence? Intelligence is a measure of the number and quality of distinctions you have in a given situation.
You can handle this, you just haven't figured it out yet. It's all right, this is your training period. This is the tuition you have to pay for what you don't know. You can do this, other people have done it. It doesn't take an Einstein. Get you some people that can teach you some stuff that you don't know. Get you some people that have done it successfully and learn from them. Take some seminars, workshops, read some books on how to manage a business. Change the way you see yourself and begin to tend to the personal details. Understand that nobody's going to take care of your business better than you.
You will notice the most successful people in any field, they are usually the ones who have failed more than anybody else. You see the difference between a successful person and everyone else? It's not a lack of strength. It's not a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of will.
It's up to you. In a world where we're taught to look outside for answers, for a job that will make us happy, for money that will make us happy, the answer is within. We already have it. We already have the answer, but will we unleash it? Will we give it? Will we own it? Will we truly reinvent ourselves to become the people that we're capable of becoming?
The bow too tightly strung is easily broken, says one of the proverbs. Balance is a gorgeous thing. So be monomaniacal in your execution around your high-value targets, your HVTs, your mission plan, but also build in some rewards. And that's going to send a gorgeous message to your conscious and your subconscious mind that, hey, this daily practice of execution around my deliverables is a beautiful thing. And you create this thing called momentum. And the monk who sold his Ferrari, I went back and I saw this recently. I think there's a whole chapter on momentum. And you become like this. I love skiing. You start off small, but as you go down the slope, you pick up momentum. A lot of people say, Robin, where do I start? I want to start a new business. I want to become a better artist. I want to find the love of my life. I want to be a world-class creative. I want to multiply my financial life. Where do I start? You just start. You just start. There's great power in the start. And when you start, life starts supporting you.
Well, God wants us all to be courageous because He knows we'll face times in life and situations and circumstances that it takes more than just a desire. It takes courage. Many people operate on the basis of fear, on the basis of what other people think. We as believers should operate on the basis of courage. Courage to say no when we ought to say no. Courage to say yes when we should say yes. So what kind of courage do you have? Is yours sort of floating between depending on the situation? Or do you know the difference between right and wrong for your life? And you've made up your mind.
Okay, guys, I think you can hear me now. That's my guess. Can anyone hear me yet? Yep. Good. All right. So let's go back here. Try this. All right. Yep. Okay, I believe you can hear me now. So, yep. Danny says okay. Jackie says yes. Danny says okay. All right, good. Thank you, guys. Sorry for your patience. Welcome, everybody, to Launch Ads Live, January 15, 2025. Let's see. Mindset Minute. And I was thinking about this morning because of some of my own last about 5 days. I would say for everyone who is launching a business, who's running a business, actually anyone in life, but for those of you and those of us who are solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, we're building a business online. Flexibility. Be flexible. Why? Because today your mic's not going to work. That's a minor thing. Today your ad's not going to work. Today you're gonna have the opportunity to creatively evaluate where you are, where you want to be, and is there something you need to do that you weren't planning to do. Flexible, so that you can shift your mind, you can shift your activities, you can shift your plans, and begin to actually accomplish what you want to do. So flexibility is critical. If you're going to be successful in business, you and I, all of us, need to be able, willing to transition, and not on a huge scale. I think flexible means we just shift a little bit sometimes. Sometimes we got to totally change our direction. But if we can't remain flexible, it's going to be difficult to be successful. All right, that's the Mindset Minute. It's not much. I'm going to view here, go to gallery. I see Jackie, Don, Danny, and Loretta are in the house. And guys, any of you who want to unmute and get started with questions and answers, that's what we're here for. So what are you doing with launch ads? What have you wrestled with, you can't quite get working, or you don't understand? And what would you like to learn about launch ads? I see Loretta, you made it.
I did, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, thanks.
Oh, okay. Oh, that shows up kind of wonky.
Yeah, your camera's not, there you are.
Okay, I had that funny little camera thing on. I need to change my view. I can only see me.
At the top, at the top of your, there's a tab that says view, you can do gallery.
Okay. Well, anyway, oh, gallery right there. Okay. Oh, I can see. Okay. Hey, you know where I'm at with launch ads, and the struggle is real. I want to go in and now do another ad.
Okay.
And
great.
Just from that, from that standpoint, I'm guilty. I haven't gone there and just done one more thing, but I mean, do I just go to advertise and just kick off from there?
Yeah, you want to do it?
I would love to. I'm not quite ready to, but I would be a fool to not take advantage of this. Is this being recorded, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Then yeah, absolutely. I want to. Just going to have to figure out the share screen, and I don't want to take all the time either. I mean,
on the meeting at the top, there's an up arrow with a share screen.
Share meeting menu. Recording.
Share screen. No, not on the left. It's on the right.
Chat widgets end.
Okay, if it's not there, okay, we may have had this the last time. let me go to the settings. Is it there, Danny, or is it not there? Show active speaker. I think we ran into this the last time and I had to go change a setting. It's not there. Okay. It's not you, Loretta.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It is room permissions. All right. That's not it. Sorry, guys. I need to go back and watch the recording so I fix this the next time. Because you guys need to be able to share your screen. Anybody else unmute and tell us, have you run ads? What's going on? What does your ad look like, Loretta?
The one I want to, well, I've just been doing the traffic thing with the journal. No,
Yep.
the bucket list. And I wanted to do one for, I mean, is it stupid? Is it like realistic? Like I want to, for my presentation coming up.
Okay.
Like I'm just throwing spaghetti at a wall, to be honest, but I don't know where else to start. And so I'm like, what the heck?
You gotta start running some ads.
You learn by doing. So, and I don't know what I'm just looking quick at what some of the numbers are. I don't know that they're good, they're bad. It's been running for now since Friday. So, a few days. Excuse me. It's just loading up right now. I'm off my screen. I've spent $33. Why did I think some number? See, what was the number that was kind of clicks per CPMs?
What you want is to look at CTR. Guys, I am going to figure this out. Where are the permissions I need to change? That is not it. Oh, here we go. Webinar settings. Guests can share their screens. Okay, interesting.
Oh, something just popped on.
We got to go to webinar settings to do that. That's good to know.
Oh, right there, share screen. Okay. Right here and share. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, did I just take something away?
You shared it and then you unshared it.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
Launch cart. Window. You can't see it, can you?
Not yet. Jackie, I am just beginning. I had more access issues and finally got that resolved a day ago. So I am in listen mode only today. I'm sure I will have questions. How's it working for you? Would be my only question. Yeah. So I am in catch-up mode. So I'm not running ads because I don't have the bandwidth to respond to the ads. And the ads that I would be running would be driving traffic to a couple of different places. So how's it working for me right now? I'm not running ads, but we're going to take a look. Perfect. So now you can just add a tab there, Loretta. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. It's weird because it's not like it's I can't see us and this, but nonetheless, who cares? Here's what's going on.
So let's stay right up at the top there. Stay right up at the top. Yep. Okay, so if you go over to CPC and hover your mouse over the eye. Okay, so this will tell you you're running a Facebook ad, right?
Correct.
Okay, so your Facebook target is $1.80 and you benchmark, and so you can see there the lower is the better. So you're currently spending 17 cents for every click, which means it's amazing because the benchmark is $1.80.
Uh-huh.
So that's a great one. So let's go to the one on the right where it says CTR and do the same thing. Hover over that. So you can always hover over that and it will show you your benchmark. So this click-through rate is the number of clicks that your ad receives divided by the number of times it's shown. The higher, the better. So the benchmark is 1.75%, and you are at 5.24%.
Okay, that's cool.
Again, it's performing better. This is just the people that this doesn't give you a benchmark, and this is cost per million. So Facebook, the benchmark is 7. You're just a little bit above that.
Yeah.
So I've seen some a lot higher than that, and we don't need every benchmark or every statistic to be better than the benchmark. We don't. We don't.
Well, and this what. Oh, sorry. This actually has been running higher. It just dropped maybe in the last 2 days. It was running like 920 or something like that.
Yeah, that's not a huge difference, but
yeah,
that's actually a very good point. You have to let it run.
Yeah.
And because not only is Launch Ads learning, but Facebook is learning how to get this to the people that are going to actually click.
So this must be, what's this little here?
This is your spend. So you can drop that down and you can see different statistics over. That's how many reach.
So it reached, that's not a word. So they're more like, this looks higher than now. Would that be accurate?
Yes, but the people who it was reaching before, right, were not the ones that it needed to reach. So it's in the process of learning. There we go. It's in the process, and you can see your cost per click. On Friday, the beginning, it was higher.
Right.
It has gone down, and now it's varying like 15 cents. It's crazy. So
You mentioned sometime too about optimizing. Like I went here and I thought, is there something I'm supposed to, there. That's the first time I've seen that. I've not seen that yet.
Okay. And also a very good point for everybody. That doesn't show up at the beginning just because it has nothing to optimize.
Oh, that makes sense. I wondered because I kept looking for it. And it's like, I don't see it. Well, I'll learn when I'm going to learn. Be flexible, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Be flexible. Yep.
I've never seen this before. This is kind of fun.
So this is going to be your breakdown of your reach and your demographics of who's clicking, who's not clicking. And really, this is kind of for when you're running with Launch Ads, this is interesting, but it's not critical for you to be following, especially when you click the optimize for me.
Okay.
So because what Facebook, what Launch Ads is going to do is it's going to manage this, and it's going to say, let's just do the demographic report there. So we can see that, just let's show that demographic. So we can see that the cost per million on the right varies. The reach obviously varies. You have reached, FYI. If you look at the ages, the largest reach has been 65 plus.
Wow, that's good for me.
Exactly. No, this is exactly right. So, and also the click-through rate, it's interesting. Your click-through rate is higher for the 25 to 34 and then the 65 plus.
Yeah, I see that.
Not sure exactly what that means yet. It could be, the videos or something about the ad that caught the eye. But that's, again, it's just informational. If you scroll down again. Okay, so after you click the optimize for me, if you're going to see at the bottom, you're going to start to see what it's doing differently.
Oh, great.
To send different ads. Again, I would say for everybody watching this and learning to use Launch Ads, I would spend a lot less time. You want to check your numbers and you want to know that it's performing well. But over here on this side, because we have Launch Ads managing things for us, we don't have to spend a lot of time analyzing those numbers. They are just going to be there for us to understand. So you wanted to run a new ad.
Right. I mean, and I don't have to do that today. I look at the time already, but I'm just, if you even shove me in the right direction.
All right. No. So let's do this, because the purpose of this is to everybody. A lot of people are in your same boat. Okay. How do I run my next ad? Danny, Don, and Jackie. Jackie already said she's in listen mode. Danny and Don, do you have something you want to pop in with?
Yeah, I can show you when you guys done. Good morning.
Okay, yeah. So, Don, how about you? If you're actually there and listening. So let's go ahead, Loretta. Let's we'll keep going. And if you're on the call or if you are on Facebook watching and you have a question, always pop it in the chat. But we're going to walk through this with Loretta at this point. So let's go have a look. Okay, so you want to run a new Facebook ad?
Yes.
Okay, so you're on the right tab at the top. You're on advertise. You're literally going to click on start a new ad. You're going to click the Meta button. Nope. All right, so now we want to go edit the prompt.
Oh, right here. Okay.
No, not that. You can change that. Go ahead and change that.
I see what you're saying. That.
Yep.
Okay.
So now this is where we're going to kind of set the foundation for this ad. So describe what you're advertising.
Now, Kevin, this is where it would be. I just want to get traffic to my website.
Okay. So what's the, if the main page of your website? Say again?
It's already, she has it already triggered to traffic. If you close the window, this one, you can see that it's.
Oh, yeah. No, what she's saying is though, agreed. Yeah. So she has it set for traffic, which is the right thing. But what you're advertising is, what would you summarize your business, Loretta?
Oh gosh, here we go. Right. What would my end of life prep be ready for death? Oh, I'm not ready for this. You know what? I might have to stop my thing here and.
No, just put it in. Let's just let's do this. Open another tab and just show us your website because we got great minds watching us. LivingLifeDefined.com.
And I was going to do my presentation, but then at the last minute, I'm like, no, because I'm not really ready for that. But I know I just need one little, when death finds you, will it find you alive? That's kind of, actually, that would be kind of my.
No, let's do that. Let's put that in.
If I could just copy
And then we're going to go over here to the website and change it from right now. You have your website set to the specific URL. Yep. And the brand name is Living Life Defined.
Hey, Kevin, I had a question about that too. My Facebook page that this is connected to is called Living Life Defined, but I that's not an active page. Like I do nothing with it. I only am using it for ads. So if people, like if I'm looking for traffic, I'm looking for traffic. If they actually go to my Facebook page, that's Living Life Defined, there's nothing there. That's anything.
Yeah. So again, to advertise with Facebook, you should be at least putting, a couple of posts on there. You can backdate posts on there if you want to, and you don't have to fill it all up, but you ought to have, like you say, you ought to have something there.
Something.
Yeah, like take a couple of the videos you've done and just post them there as posts. That would be a great way to sort of.
So then the other thing with that as well, can I change the name of that Facebook page? Can you?
Yeah, you can change the name. It's kind of a process. It kind of depends on how long you've had the page. You probably could for that one, but they do a little vetting process. But let's cover that later.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit regenerate. Regenerate below. Right on the campaign description. Yeah.
Yeah, just some things I've been thinking about. I'm like, that Facebook page is nothing. Like, and I keep seeing it in my notifications. You have two new views on Living Life Defined, and I'm like, well, I'm learning because I don't do anything with that. Maybe I need to start or something. Okay, empowers individuals to embrace their existence. Encourage proactive living and self-discovery, challenge and meditation. Our mission is to inspire people. I hate the R. I always don't. My mission.
Yep.
Am I the only one like that? Like, I don't like the R and we.
I tell AI when it's working with me, there's no we in this company. It's me.
I know it's me. I'm like solo. My mission is to engage in life, ensuring and being prepared for the end. Can I add to this?
Absolutely. You can totally change it if you want to.
For your end.
All right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down and click Generate Campaign. So it's going to go through the process of sort of looking at your prompt. It's going to go read your website. And now the copy is created. So if we at the top you can choose videos, but I always tend to go down and look at the copy first. So so you get your primary text is, and this was very well described yesterday by Dwight. The primary text is, if you think of it as a post, it would be the text that is on the post, and then the title of it is going to be what you see below the image or below the video. So life is a gift. Are you unwrapping it? Are you ready to redefine your life? What does it mean to truly live?
It's heavy on the living great, which I love, but nothing on the being prepared for the death.
Yeah, and I think that's probably because if you go back, if we were to go back to that paragraph it created, that was heavy on the life.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
I think what would be helpful for you to do would be, because you have, I think you have a very unique approach to what does it mean to live your life and be, live it to the full while you are thinking about end of life, right?
Mhm.
So because you're going to get there one day or whatever. So I think sort of creating that little blurb, I've heard some people call it the napkin presentation. Like if you sat down with somebody and somebody said, "What do you do?" That little 2-sentence, 3-sentence, 1-sentence, whatever presentation is critical as a summary of, because if you're just driving, in this case, you're driving general traffic to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what would be the trigger, if you will, that would connect with when they get there? It made sense.
So I need to do that. I feel like before I get too much further, like I almost feel like I want to change this now. When death finds you, will it find you alive? Are you prepared for the end or your end or something?
Yeah. So the great thing here is this is one of the things I like about launch ads. You can get to this point and go, oh, I need to rethink this. So you can go edit prompt. So go ahead and click on the edit prompt there, and you go back and you can start over by change what are you advertising? Sort of changing that 100 character. Yep. And then let's see, living life defined offers profound insights into life and death, encouraging individuals to reflect on their existence and preparedness. I mean, this is much, much more.
Right. Fostering awareness about mortality while emphasizing the importance of meaning. Are you ready to embrace life with purpose?
Yeah. So, the regenerate.
Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that. Should have I?
I've done that myself. That regenerate is just going to regenerate the
right. And it was good too.
It was good. We can't do an undo and go back. No, we're a guidance resource to help you reflect on your legacy, create meaningful plans, approach life's end with clarity. Our mission is to foster conversation about mortality. I mean, actually, that's pretty good.
Right.
And by the way, for those of you who are watching, I only know it's pretty good for Loretta because I coach her and work with her. I've been working with her for a while.
Because you've been stuck with me for years.
No. That's it. I'm blessed. All right, let's see what we got now. Let's go down and take a look. Life is precious, but are you ready for the inevitable? Yes,
Ooh.
scroll on that left hand there. Not there, on the left side. Or yeah, let's scroll down there and yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is just so much more.
Yeah.
And I think these are great headlines too. Are
Yeah.
you ready for the inevitable? Join
Yeah.
one and transform. So let's go up to let's scroll up again and change the tab. We're looking at the headlines. No, right there in the middle. Go down, down, down. Right there. Right where
Headlines.
Headlines. Yep. Yeah, click headlines. There we go. So this is, again, if you look at the ad on the right side, this is what's showing up right below the video.
Oh, right here.
Right below it.
Oh,
Right below
right here. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you would look through these. You probably would look through these, and because you know you're not advertising a car salesman or fix your heat and air. You're dealing with a more sensitive subject, and you're going to go through those. So you just want to know how to create an ad. So we've done some of the pieces. Again, you would go to it and you would set your target. If you want to change your target, you would add your videos or your images, and you go through that selection process. And once you do that, then it's going to let you launch the ad. But that's basically the process. And then you'll see both ads showing up in your.
That's kind of my goal right now, is just, I'm not, and I think, I don't know how often, but I mean, doing the pixel thing is coming, but I think for now, I feel like just playing with this to see how it is. Is there a way to track when you're just doing, I mean, I can see the analytics on there, but I mean, I haven't had anybody sign up for my bucket list for a week. And that's kind of, when I'm running it just on Facebook, that's kind of unusual. Usually I get a couple people a week, and there's been nobody yet this week since I've been running, which, I mean, is that something I should be, it's something I'm aware of.
Yeah. So somebody's asking how to get in here. So again, analytics is critical. And right now with launch ads, what you're looking at is just how is the ad performing? And Dwight and Dan talked about this just a little bit yesterday. And that is the ad. It's great if the ad performs well. In other words, it's great if your benchmarks, you're below benchmarks and you're above benchmarks, and your ad is clearly performing the way you want it to on Facebook. But ultimately, we don't just want to get clicks.
Yeah.
We want to get leads or sales.
Yep.
And so in that case, it's always important to say, it is important to have the statistics from the pixel that informs Facebook, because right now, Facebook only knows that people are going to the page because they clicked. And so that's inside, if you will, the Facebook system. They can track, okay, this 100 people clicked. But because there's no pixel on the
I
page, they can't tell what happened on the page. I'm sorry.
Oh, I did get Google Analytics set up, so at least I can see
that's
that.
not a Facebook pixel.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's just telling, so Google knows.
Gotcha. But Facebook does. I
But
see.
Facebook doesn't know. And so you need to get that Facebook pixel on there, because when you add the pixel, now Facebook not only knows who's looking at it, who's clicking on it, but now they also begin to see who are the people who take action when they get to the page.
Great.
And if they see, well, nobody's taking action, well, then that tells them Facebook's going to kind of look and tweak their audience and try to get people going there who are going to click. If they start to see a pattern of the people who are clicking, then they're going to send more traffic to those kinds of people.
Okay.
So,
gosh, I don't want to monopolize, because I could ask you questions for the next 20 minutes.
well, let me just finish, because I want to finish that point.
Okay.
Because it's important for anybody running ads. And most of you who are watching this, most of you are like Loretta, who is just learning to run ads. And the reason we bought Launch Ads is it helps us become much more of an ad guru than we could be if we didn't have it. But we still need to know these principles. So, so here, if you run your ad for a week and you have a great number of people clicking on it and going to your landing page, and it's one where you're trying to get them to opt in for a freebie or to purchase, and you got no purchases, you got no freebies, you got no opt-ins. Now, I need to know two things. That's where the analytics on the page matter. How many people came and how many people clicked. So if I have a page, just generally, if I have a web page that's a landing page and I have traffic that's coming to it and I have, 2% opt-in rate or a 27% opt-in rate, those are critical things to know because ultimately they tell me, is my page effective?
Mm-hmm.
And it ties into your ad as well. If you have thousands of people clicking on an ad and going to your page and doing nothing, something is disconnected.
Okay.
Either the ad copy isn't saying the same thing as the page, or it could be your page design. You may need to put your call to action higher on the page, or, there are so many things, so many variables. So I think one of the things for people who are either watching the replay or who are on the call and all of us running ads, it's really important that Launch Ads will not automatically make you sales. What Launch Ads will do is manage this side of it that is helping to sort of go through all of the options and figure out what's the best option to go to your page. But for all of us to know, we still have to also know once they hit the page, what's happening and what do I need to do to be flexible with my page and say, you know what, this page isn't converting. Again, does the copy match up? Does the message match up? When they get there, is it hard to convert? Like, if they have to click a link and then click another link or is my landing page full of CTAs that people can choose? And so they're just going off and looking at another page on my website. There are just so many things to learn that are going to be critical for actually getting sales and getting conversions.
Thank you so much.
The beautiful thing about Launch Ads is you can get incredible numbers on your ads. The unfortunate thing for the rest of us is even with all those numbers, we still got to do the work of great copy, great page design, connection of the ad to the page as far as messaging. If you say, so what was the thing you were sending traffic to? Your bucket list?
Bucket list, yeah.
List. Yeah, and I don't want to take the time. You don't want to take the time to evaluate the copy of the ad versus the page, but
yeah, it's just learning at this point. That's really all it is. It's learning now for the little things, for the big things that I just know are coming.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is, by the way, which is a great strategy, everybody. Spend $5, $10 on small things and learn how to do all of this before you put a bunch of money into ads that are for high ticket offers. That's my philosophy. Deza says, nice. I think that was in reference to your page, Loretta, or else you setting up that. So thank you, Deza.
Thank you.
All right. Danny and Don, have you got something to show us or a question to ask?
I have a question for you, Mr. Kevin.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let me show you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I test two ads. So one I try with video. I stopped this one already.
Mm-hmm.
Got 19 clicks. 813. Average CPC 43 cents.
Yes, that's good.
But no conversions.
Yeah, no conversions.
See, with video. Now this one
is this for the real estate company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this one is running 1325, 54 average.
What are we trying to convert here? Are we trying to get them to get the freebie?
Yeah, to get the
free
let me
book.
open a new. Yeah, the free book. This one. I'm gonna put it in English so you guys can see it. Yeah. So they go here.
Yeah. We've looked at this.
That's it.
Somebody is trying to get in, say launch cart. Okay, so they're hitting the page. And if we go to the top of this, the top of the page, we've got the two options for the language. Do you have, what kind of analytics do you have on the page?
Google and the Pixel too.
Yeah. Can you see on Google what they're doing on the page? Have you looked at that? Like, do they just hit the page and bounce off immediately?
I will have to. No, I think this one doesn't have analytics. Only have the Pixel for Google.
For
I mean for Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to your launch ads. All right. So how long have you run it?
This one, I think 3 days already. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. It says it right there. Okay. And can we look at the ad? What does the ad say?
This one, it was performing the worst before, and now it's
yeah.
performing the best.
Nice.
But it was in this picture right here, lowest performing, and now it's performing the best.
It switched.
Yeah, it switched.
Yeah, it's
with the Optimize.
Yeah. Give me the translation of your ad.
Oh yeah, because it's in Spanish. Yeah, let me see. Let's find the best one. Why is it not showing me the... So let's say this one, okay?
Okay.
Oh man.
Just go back instead of doing it this way. Go to edit preview and just scroll down. There you go. It was that first one.
I think it was this headline. Give me 1 second. Let's do this. Okay. So the best one is your home.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
So let me. You want it in English? No.
Yeah. to English. Add a news entry. We understand that each client is unique. Okay, so I think if you look at your page, so one thing that stands out to me, look at your page. Yeah. Your first home, first time buyer. So the page is targeted at first time buyers.
Correct.
The ad is targeted at anybody who's buying a home, which, you know, there will be a portion of those that are first time buyers. But if I, you know, it's my third time buying a house, I really am just looking for a realtor, you know, and I click the ad because it's in my area. I might come here and go, I don't need a free guide. I'm not a first time buyer. This is for first time buyers. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the ad, let's go back and look at the copy of the translation that you put out there. Yeah. Your home, your investment, your future, nothing in this mentions first time buyer.
Gotcha.
I think that's pretty important because your book is focused at first time buyers. Now, obviously, your book would be helpful. So, you know, you might have a different page, a different ad for if the book is helpful for anybody buying a house. You know, don't miss out on the changes that have been made in buying a home or something like that. But I think that's one piece that's not connected.
Mm-hmm. So instead of this, just put first time buyers.
Yeah, I would say, you know, buying a home for the first time, question mark. Don't make these mistakes. I think, you know, something to that effect that is, you know, you don't have to guess. Take the guesswork out of buying your house for the first time. Those are all, we talked about this, I think, in the last call that we were on together, but those are the things, what are the things that the first time buyer is concerned about, is afraid of, is wondering? I think they, you know, would know as a realtor, you know the market better than I would, but I would think that they're, you know, like, can I do this? You know, obviously, can I afford it? But I'm afraid, like, what if I get into it and I make a mistake? Whatever.
How about this?
Yeah, this is so much better. Thinking about buying your first home, that's who you want to reach right there. Learn about budgeting, choosing the best. Yeah, that's good.
Smoothly. Okay.
So again, this is kind of go back to what we talked about with Loretta, and it's what we're talking about with anybody who runs ads is, does my ad copy match up with my page? And it's not just does the message match, but is there actually copy that is the same or similar from the ad to the page? So Facebook goes out and looks at your page as just like Launch Ads does. And that's part of why it's trying to put these two things together. And one of the things is your ad spend or your cost for your ads goes down the more those two match, the more the copy or the content connects from the ad to the page. So make sure when you're doing an ad, you're looking at both pieces. Yeah, I mean, literally, your hero section that's who you're trying to reach.
Mm-hmm. And I did what you told me also. This one. Like instead of clicking,
you put the form.
I put the form on the bottom, but I don't know if it looks. See?
Yeah. I mean, if they get there to the bottom, it's there. It's easier than just having to click to pull the pop up. So I think that's effective.
You think it's better than the other one? No.
Well, you would have both on your page. Do you still have the button at the top?
Yeah. Here.
So at the top of the page, they still click. Is that still bring up the window? Yeah. So I think I think having both on the page is a good idea. Hey, does your page have a bunch of links at the bottom of it?
Mine?
Yeah.
Just for schedule appointment, basically.
So none of the other things are links. You have the Facebook, Instagram, email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would.
This is the right one.
Oh, okay. This is the right one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a landing page, for a lead magnet, if it were me, I would not have links to external sites.
For the landing page, take the schedule out and these two?
Definitely the Facebook and the Instagram. I would also, yes, schedule an appointment. I would take that off of the landing page, not your website. But for this landing page, essentially a rule to follow is it should have one call to action, only one, and that is get the ebook. Because every time we give them an opportunity to click and go somewhere else, we reduce the percentage of the fact that they'll click the right link on our page.
Got it. So remove this, remove this.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, having a footer or a header on a landing page, and again, for anybody what's the difference between a landing page? A landing page is a very specific page meant for people to come to and do one particular thing. As opposed to a website where, About Us has a different function than a landing page. An opt-in page is another word for it. If we call it an opt-in page, that might help, because the purpose of the page is to have people opt in, or a sales page. The purpose of the page is to sell something. So, be careful you don't put footers on them with a bunch of links to other places on your website. If you want to tell people about yourself, you make it a section or a block on your page. So instead of them having to click somewhere, because somebody might come and look at this page, Danny, and they might say, well, who is this? I don't even know who this is. And so if you feel like you want to put that on there, you would just put, who are we, as a section on the page, so that they're never leaving the page. Everything you could want them to know is on the page.
Just have another section for About Us. This is who we are.
Yeah, exactly.
I follow you. If you want to do that, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you want to do that, you don't have to have that on a landing page, but yeah, just be really careful that your opt-in pages, your sales pages, your landing pages, we want to give them one option. Click this and do the one thing I want you to do. Even the contact us. Scroll down there. What's the contact us? Was that the email? Yeah, I wouldn't have that on there. Because that's not what you're not trying in this page. You're not trying to get them to contact you. You're trying to get them to download the book.
Mm-hmm. So just basically, boom, this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. The copyright. I think you should have terms, and I mean, I don't think very many people are going to click off your page to go look at your terms of service, right? But it should be there. I mean, legally, you should have it there to cover your, yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so remove this and just leave this. I have to leave the real estate logo. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, so yeah, obviously you have to have on your page anything to keep you in compliance, and there are a lot of things to be looking at these days for compliance with the FTC, but strategically you want to remove distractions so that somebody that comes, it's all about the book. It's all about the thing they clicked on from the ad when they saw it and got interested in it.
So from these two, which one will you use for the ad? This one or the other one?
What was the difference?
The bottom. This one you need to.
You added the form at the bottom. Absolutely, leave the form on it, because again, if they scroll down and they can just put their name and email in, this doesn't distract from the purpose. So ultimately, this is the purpose of your page, is to get them to fill out this form. So I would leave that form on the bottom of the page.
Okay, like the way it is right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like on landing pages to have those two options where they can click the link to the pop-up, or you could even, you don't even need a pop-up. At this point, they can click the link and you can scroll them right down to that spot where they enter their information.
Just put a click here and boom.
Yeah, it just takes them down to that section. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna try that one, Kevin.
Pop-ups can be problematic.
On the phone is not recommended to do it because the screen is too, and the pop-up is almost bigger, and sometimes you cannot close the pop-up, so people
Yeah, exactly. And some people have pop-ups blocked, and so they have these really strict pop-up blockers, and they click on it and they don't know why. They're not seeing anything because the pop-up was blocked. So on a simple form like this, I think, click the button, go to the place in the page where the form is I better. I don't have statistics on that, but again, I always think of it from the person who came to visit my site. What is the fewest possible clicks they can do to get access to the thing I want them to do?
Got it.
All right, guys, that is it for today. Chris, I see you made it. You want to pop on and give us any questions or comments before? I see a chat here as well.
Thanks, Kevin. Like always, thank you so much.
Where are the replays hosted? The replays are, if you come back into Facebook to this Facebook Live, you'll see the replay for this. Last week, I did not get it set up correctly, so the Facebook Live didn't actually pop off. I'm not sure where that one is. And are these landing pages created with launch ads? So the answer to that, Jackie, is no. That landing page, Danny, do you use WordPress or something? I'm not sure how you build your pages, but it was a page builder of some sort. And Loretta, are these weekly? Yes, Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. I got consumed with something else this morning and didn't send out the reminder, but we intend to send out a reminder every week so you can make sure you hop on. They're weekly. They're in the Facebook group. They're on the YouTube channel. You can watch it there. Also, that's where they are as well, Jackie, is if you go to the YouTube channel for Launch Ads, Launch Cart's YouTube channel, you would see these recordings as well. Guys, it's been good. I hope you have a great rest of your week and keep running ads, keep testing them. Here's to a lot of success. So I will.
Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome, Danny. Thanks for showing up again. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much too, Kevin. I appreciate everybody's time as well. Thanks for letting me manipulate monopolize the whole meeting. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Good luck.
I'll see you all next week.
Bye-bye.